I'm Jackie.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we are the co-directors of the Project Lede Summer Camp.
This summer, we're teaching a group of 28 students from Clunan Middle School how to produce a school newspaper.
They've named this newspaper the Clunan Chronicle, and it will begin production in the fall. So in preparation for that, we've covered everything from profile writing to news writing to editing photos and videos to learning about media literacy, headlines, captions, layout, a huge list of journalism topics, and so they're fully prepared for the fall.
And we're trying to teach these in really fun and interactive ways. So on review writing day, we had a local cover band come in and do a performance, and the kids came in the next day after asking the performers some questions and after taking some notes and photos, and they wrote up their reviews of the band.
To teach about sports writing, we had a Project Lede Olympics, which was really fun. We had 3 teams competing, and we had the kids rotating between being on a team and kind of stepping to the side and reporting on the other teams.
Some other things we've been doing at camp include things like author's chair. So every once in a while, after kids will write up an article or a story or draw an illustration, for example, they'll sit in a very special fancy chair decorated with streamers up in front of their peers, and they'll read their work. And afterwards, everyone will say some feedback, and it's always positive. They're always so proud of their work, and their peers are happy for them.
Every week, the kids are divided into new small groups, and every week the groups are named after either a newspaper or a news magazine or a news website to kind of introduce the kids to the professional world of journalism and show them examples of journalism that exists, in the community and in the world around us. And these small groups allow for a lot of flexibility in terms of different activities. We usually start and end the day in small group activities, and then in the middle chunk of the day, we'll be doing things like, teaching a lesson about a particular topic, like review writing, and then doing an activity to reinforce and practice that topic. So whether it's writing an article, interviewing other campers, doing a newspaper scavenger hunt, those are just a few of the many activities we've covered.
Some of the other things that the kids can do include solo projects and other things like vlogging or working on something that we call the Disposable Cameras Project. So for the Disposable Cameras Project, we're having each student take home a disposable camera. So we have 3 cameras and we rotate each day who takes it home, and they take a picture that captures their story. And that's part of our focus on journalism being a means of sharing stories.
We want every student to feel like they have a story that's worth sharing, because we know they do. And to recognize that journalism is a way to seek out other people's stories and help those stories be shared. So on the first day of camp, students interviewed each other to learn each other's stories, and later they wrote up those interviews into profiles.
So for solo projects, we had students sign up on the big sign-up sheet for anything that they're interested in that they want to turn into a project to produce for this newspaper that we're going to produce by the end of camp.
Which brings us to the newspaper we're producing by the end of camp. So, in weeks 1 and 2, we learned a lot of skills, we produced a lot of content, and then in the 3rd week of camp, we started putting it all together into an actual newspaper. So all the photos students took, all the articles they wrote, all were compiled onto newspaper pages, and the students did the layout for that. And by the end of the camp, they will each go home with a physical, tangible newspaper that they produced, the first issue of the Clunan Chronicle, so they're prepared to create that newspaper again in the fall.
And all of these kids are getting really, really comfortable and familiar with the skills that they'll need to use in the fall when they produce the paper. So they know how to make the fancy text boxes, they know how to text wrap a picture, they know what looks good on a page, and they're getting really creative with their designs of the pages. So we know that when they go to make the paper in the fall, they will be all set for the 28 of them to produce something great, and they'll be all set to teach the others who want to join the newspaper how to do so.
Another thing that we really emphasize at camp is community. So on the first day of camp, everyone was very shy, very quiet, a little awkward, but slowly, it's been awesome to see everyone kind of coming out of their shells, letting their personalities out a little bit more, and to see the kids become friends with each other. So we've done a lot of team bonding games, group bonding games, a lot of fun camp activities like arts and crafts, capture the flag, things like that. And our hope is that the newspaper will be an inclusive and accepting community at Clunan for anyone who wants to join.
I joined into Project Lede because I didn't really have too much to do over the summer, and I thought it would be really interesting to be on a newspaper.
I joined Project Lead because I wanted to know how camera worked. Because like I didn't really know any features besides just like taking a picture, and I wanted to know how to like make articles and know what's newsworthy and things like that. And so that's why I joined Project Lead.
I joined Project Lead because they were talking about how Clune have a newspaper, and I was really interested in that. So I always loved writing, so I was really interested in doing a newspaper.
I joined the Project Lead because I wanted to know how to make a newspaper better and to have a good experience about journalism and to write more about interesting stuff and put them into a newspaper.
I joined Project Lead because I heard that it was going to be very fun and that we were going to learn new ways how to write and like how to like write a newspaper.
I'm here to be in Project Lead because I think writing is a great way to express yourself when you're feeling down, and you can express your emotions more. And I think I could do that with my writing, and I want my voice to be heard out there in Clune as well. And I just want to find a new world of just writing and being able to do many types of writing.
I joined Project Lead because my sister was in the Westward newspaper. She was the associate editor, and it seemed really fun because I went to a bunch of their like things at West Hill, and it looked really fun. So I wanted to join this, and maybe someday I'll be on the Westward.
I joined Project Lead mostly because I thought it would be a great way to keep up with learning and have fun at the same time.
I joined Project Lead because I heard it would be fun and my friends joined it. Also, I wanted to learn about newspaper and how to create it for our school.
I joined Project Lead because I heard that we were going to have a newspaper. Thanks to them, we have a newspaper.
I joined Project Lead because I thought it was a really good opportunity to be part of the Clune newspaper and learn different styles of writing.
I joined Project Lead because I thought it was going to be like a fun experience, and yeah, I just want to learn like to improve my writing skill and to join the newspaper because I thought it'd be a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I made a lot of new friends. We play games to help us be better writers, and we write lots of articles. It's a lot of fun, and we're part of a newspaper called the Clune Chronicle, so I hope you guys join.
It's really fun, and I really enjoy it, and I made a lot of new friends. I hope everybody in our school loves it and enjoys it and like appreciates our hard work.
It's been really fun. We've been writing articles and reviews. I have to say my favorite part has been the reviews. There are a lot of nice kids in there, and it's really fun.
It's really fun. We've been writing a bunch of different articles, opinion pieces, and reviews. My favorite part has been doing the layout.
It's been very fun. Like, we've done lots of activities and learned a lot over the past few weeks.
Project Lead has been very fun for me because I've learned a lot of things about journalism and what to do. Plus, we're writing a very cool newspaper, which is going to be very interesting, and I can't wait.
Project Lead was fun, doing the newspaper, and we did a lot of cool activities with work, and sometimes we probably like we did photo shots, we did rule of thirds, there's a lot of stuff to do.
When I joined, I realized I actually do like writing.
One thing I like about Project Lead is that they teach us new things,
Like things how we can take videos and photos and do like newspaper layouts and all that.
One thing I liked about it is how I got to know everyone, so like we're not strangers, and how I'm learning how to write a newspaper.
I love Project Lead. It's like the best place to have fun. I like playing Ninja, and all our activities are fun. Making newspapers, good. My favorite part of Project Lead was making the last page of the newspaper, making pictures to put in it.
the whole camp has been fun. I've been looking forward to coming here every day. And like Jackie and Elizabeth, they're great. Like they always know what to do, and I love the page editing. They always know if there's a problem, how to fix it, and they're just it's really good. It's fun.
Project Lead has shown me like a lot with reviews, and like making the newspaper is actually pretty fun. Like it was gonna be a little boring at first, but I stayed and I like my decision.
It has been a very nice experience in Project Lead, and it was very fun playing games with our friends.
My favorite part about it has been all of like the writing pieces that we've done, like the opinion piece and the review piece and everything like that.
We learned so many things, and my favorite part about Project Lead was when they taught us everything, like interviews and stuff like that.
I really enjoyed how they showed different types of writing pieces, such as like review pieces, and I really enjoyed that.
Project Lead was a really great camp, and I thought it was really amazing to be a mentor and a part of it, and I think that Jackie and Elizabeth are doing a great job, and I was really unsure going into it at first because it was the first time it's ever been done, and I myself didn't know as much as maybe they thought I did about the newspaper, but now I feel like I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from even these kids, and it's been an amazing experience being able to watch them grow and progress from the first day to now, and I can't believe we're in the last week. It's going to be a bummer to end this, but I think it's going to be awesome also to continue through the school year and be able to teach them more, and then what we've taught them, they can teach all the other kids that are interested in being a part of the Clunan Chronicle. So I think it's really great and definitely a worthwhile experience.
Something that I really loved about Project Lead was that when the kids got here on the first day, the whole room was silent and no one was talking to each other, and now all of the activities we do have just brought them so much more close together, and they all are best friends, and they seem like a whole community, which is really going to be beneficial for their newspaper in the fall. And they all seem really super excited about the publication of the actual newspaper and how they're going to be able to have a tangible thing that they're going to be able to read and look through, and years from now that they're going to have it and look back and have all these great memories about Project Lead. And I myself have never been more excited for a newspaper to come out either. I'm so excited for them. I'm so proud of them. And I haven't even been more excited for a newspaper that I've had an article in. So it's just super exciting, and I'm really happy.
On the first day of Project Lead, we walked in and all of the tables were segregated. All the girls were sitting over here and all the guys were sitting over here. And it was just completely quiet and all that stuff. But as it progressed, everybody became friends, and it was really exciting. And I think that's really important in the whole having a newspaper thing. And I think it's great that kids are going to have that in the middle school instead of just a high school where they already have grown and had their social skills and stuff. So yeah, I think that's awesome.
I wasn't really sure what to expect when I started Project Lead. I didn't know what it was going to be like, what the kids were going to be like. I was a little bit hesitant, but it has far and beyond exceeded all my expectations. And it's been an amazing experience to watch the kids grow and develop and become a cohesive group. And Jackie and Elizabeth have done an amazing job, and I've learned so much from them and from the program in general. And I'm really excited for these kids to be able to develop these skills further during the year, and for me personally to be able to continue working with them and hopefully eventually work with them on the high school paper, and for them to be able to get out of this what I myself and I know the other mentors have gotten out of our high school papers, but to be able to do it even at an earlier stage at the middle school level at a time when kids really need some kind of social stability and to get to know new people, it's something that can be really critical for them, and I think that it can really help them a lot later in middle school and high school and even on into their lives. And it's just been really great, and I'm very proud and happy to have been a part of it.
We just want to give a shout out to all you guys. You have been the best. Getting to know you has been an awesome experience. You're all so fun, so creative, so full of energy and enthusiasm, and it's really been a pleasure for us to work with all of you. We could not have imagine 28 better campers, and we're going to miss you so much in the fall.
And as we read through your articles, we're so happy to see that you're getting your own writing style and your own personality coming through your newspaper. We know that you're going to do a great job carrying it on throughout the year, and we
can't wait to visit.
And we can't wait to visit.
You guys are the best. You're awesome. Woo! Go Project Lead!